What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm back in the world of Willow Creek and I'm building a small little suburban brick family home, if you will. I actually furnished it for only 2 Sims, or actually just 1 Sim and a baby on the way is what I was thinking. I actually furnished this with a single mom in mind. Obviously, it doesn't have to be for a single mom or a single parent. You could easily have 2 adults living in this house because it does have 2 bedrooms, and one of them obviously is the master bedroom, and that one does have a double bed. So yeah, a couple could easily live here. But then the second bedroom, I actually turned that one into a nursery. So I was thinking of a single mom living here. They may or may not have a partner, but at least the partner is not living with them in this house right now. And I was thinking that she is actually single, so she doesn't have a partner at all. I mean, she could be dating, but she's not like officially dating anyone is what I was thinking. So she's definitely single, and she has her first baby on the way is what I was imagining, and I just thought that was very cute. I just felt like decorating a little nursery, so that's why I figured this storyline would make the most sense. But yeah, this house is fairly small. I really like how it came out though. I was not working with any reference picture or anything. I was looking on Pinterest for like some cute like reference picture or like an idea for a build, but then I couldn't really find anything, so I decided to just sit down and build from scratch. So that's what I did, and this is what I came up with, and I really love how it turned out. It's definitely like a little suburban inspired house, but it's very small, so it's not a tiny home either. It's just a small family home, like a 2-bedroom family home. It does have 1.5 bathrooms. It has a full bathroom upstairs and then a half bath downstairs. So I feel like if you want to turn this into a starter home, you could easily do that. If you just delete all the decorations and like all the furniture that I placed, I feel like you could easily just redecorate it and turn it into a starter home because it's quite small. The kitchen is small. You don't need a whole heap of appliances to fill it up. You don't need like the most expensive TV or computer or anything. Obviously, I did not like keep an eye on the budget for this one, so this is not a starter home the way I furnished it, but I feel like the size is just right for a starter home. So if you feel like turning it into one, then I feel like you could definitely go ahead and do so. But yeah, you can see it kind of come together. I used those windows from base game that I really like, and then I used the larger windows from the Mosquito stuff pack to create a little sunroom, if you will. It's not literally a sunroom because it's not closed off from the rest of the house or anything. It's just open to the main, the ground floor. It's a very open floor plan. You'll see that once we move on to the interior. But yeah, I just kind of created a little sunroom because I was thinking that maybe this mom could be very much into plants, like house plants and gardening and stuff like that. So she is a little bit of a plant mom, if that's how you want to put it. I thought that was cute. Obviously, you can't really take care of houseplants in The Sims 4. I think you could actually do that in The Sims 2, if I'm remembering that correctly. I'm not sure about The Sims 3. I never played The Sims 3, so educate me on that. Did you need to take care of houseplants in The Sims 3? Because I feel like you did need to do that in The Sims 2. It might have been The Sims 1 even. No, I think it was The Sims 2. In The Sims 2, I feel like you needed to water your houseplants or else they would die. And I love that. I wish it was like that for The Sims 4, because as annoying as it might be, like I feel like you might not always want to take care of your houseplants and just have them be decorative, but I feel like, I don't know, to me it would add something fun and special, especially if you're playing with a Sim that could be like very much into plants and gardening. I feel like that would just add a little something. But yeah, I just placed a whole heap of plants in the little sunroom, but you could easily swap those out since they're not really usable items. You could easily swap out the house plants and like place a little easel or something. If you wanted an extra skill building item, then you could definitely go ahead and do so. I just turned it into a little plant nook. I also put a little dining table, like a higher, like the one from Tiny Living, the higher up dining table. I thought that that was really cute. But yeah, as you can also probably tell, I was using a little bit of the tool mod in here as well. Once again, a little bit of trial and error. This is only the second build I'm using the tool mod for, but I'm loving it so far. I really, really enjoy using the tool mod, and I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. So that is nice. It definitely takes some fiddling around though for me still. But yeah, I'm learning as I go, and I'm really happy that I decided to install it because it just gives you so many more opportunities to size things down or up a little bit more precisely or to rotate them slightly. It's just very, very nice and very useful. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't delete or install the tool mod sooner because it's really nice. And so is the Better Build By mod, actually, also by Twisted Mexi. You actually need the Better Build By to be able to use tool in build mode, I believe. So I installed it, and that one is also, I really need to get used to it because with the Better Build By mod, the whole catalog actually, like the whole layout of the catalog of the menu changes a little bit because it basically adds like the life edit and the debug objects to the catalog in a different way so that they are actually way more easy to find is what I'm trying to say. I'm struggling to phrase things today. So they're way more easy to find, and you can actually also clone them, which is just a lifesaver. So it's really nice, but it does take some getting used to as far as the layout of the catalog goes, because I know my way in the catalog by now. Like I almost build every single day in The Sims. So I know my way around the catalog, so when everything changes and when everything is in a different spot, that just really takes some getting used to. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely figuring it out, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, as you can see, this house is definitely more on the modern side. I was thinking that it's definitely also just more recently built, but it's not like super modern in the way that it's contemporary or anything. It definitely still feels like your regular suburban, just a little bit more recently built. So I used a bunch of Dream Home Decorator in this house, actually. As you can see, I used the couch and the chairs. And then I later on actually also placed a desk from that pack. I swapped out the desk that I placed right now. That is just a little placeholder. But I decided to go ahead and furnish the kitchen first, and then I came back to the little office space. And then I swapped out the desk. But you can see that I actually also used the kitchen counters from the Dream Home Decorator pack. It was just so perfect for this house. Like, it's just so modern and cutesy. And that was just definitely the vibe for this house. So you can see that I placed a galley kitchen. Is that what you call it? A galley kitchen? When you have countertops on either side of the kitchen, if that makes sense, without them being connected in like an L shape or a U shape, if you will. I think it's called a galley kitchen. But yeah, I was really enjoying that for this little nook. I think it just turned out so cute. So for one side, I actually placed cabinets, and then for the other side, I decided to go ahead and place a shelf. Otherwise, it would just feel a little bit too cramped and also a little bit too repetitive. So I placed a couple shelves, and then I cluttered it up a little bit later on. I was definitely struggling with the color scheme in here a little bit at first because it is very neutral, but I was just not sure which wood tones to combine. So I think I eventually ended up going for the swatch of the counters that I'm using right now, but I was actually trying the more like the darker wood tone with the green, those colors. I was just testing it out, trying to see what looks nicest. And then I actually decided to use either this swatch or the other one with the white and this wood tone. There is also like a reversed one, but I think I ended up using this one. But yeah, I cluttered up the shelves above the kitchen, as you can see, as well with some stuff. I was just really enjoying cluttering this build up because I really wanted to try and make it feel lived in and just realistic. But I was really, really enjoying the idea of decorating this house for a single mom. I do that sometimes, but it's been a while since I've done anything for a single parent. So I thought that this was just a lot of fun, and I could definitely see her like living in this house, taking care of her plants. And then I also gave her a nice office space. So I feel like she would work from home. I feel like she would work as a freelancer, maybe as a writer or something like that, or as a journalist is what I was thinking. Something that involves writing, definitely though. So yeah, I gave her a nice little office space as well. And I could just really see her enjoy her time in the house. And I could definitely also see her having a cat. I just did not include stuff for a cat because it would just take up a little bit too much space. Like the house is definitely very small and I would need to place a litter box somewhere and then like a cat, like a food bowl and like a scratching post or a cat tree, and that was just not gonna fit. So I decided not to do it, but if you wanted to, I feel like you could make it work. But I could just definitely see her like having a cat. I don't know, I just thought that that was cute. But you can see that I swapped out the desk for this one from Dream Home Decorator as well. I really love this desk. I love the rounded edges and how it feels a little bit more on the mid-century modern side. That is definitely one of my favorite furniture styles, like interior styles. So I always really enjoy that desk. I don't use it all the time, but when I do, I just love it so much. And then here you can see that I decided to place down the dining table from Tiny Living, and I haven't used this one in a while. I keep forgetting that it exists, but I really, really love it. I think it's so cute. The glass round table with the bar stools. I don't know, I just really, really enjoy it so much, but I keep forgetting, like I said, that it exists, so I barely ever use it. But I was so happy to actually think of that little table for this house because it was just so perfect in this little sunroom. And here you can see that I'm placing a whole bunch of plants, definitely some stuff from the Blooming Rooms kit as well. And then just a little stool and some more base game plants and the tiny little plant from Snowy Escape as well. And then I also placed a tiny little chair by the plants. I don't know, I just thought it would be cute. I could just totally see her, like see the mom like grabbing a book on gardening or like something like that and then just sit there for a second and read about it. I just thought that that was cute. Or maybe when the sun is shining and it's cold outside, she just likes to sit there and just relax for a bit, have a cup of coffee, kind of create the illusion for herself that she's sitting outside in the wintertime. I don't know, just stuff like that. I just thought that that was cute. I also placed a little rug from the Nifty Knitting Pack in the dining slash sunroom, if you will. And then here you can see that we have a little half bathroom off of the living area. And one thing I actually completely forgot to do was clutter up the coffee tables in the living area. I went back later to do that, but I did that off camera because I just completely forgot to clutter them up and I don't know why. That is just what happens sometimes, I guess. I think it was because I have this new like way of furnishing a house where I just place everything, like all the big furniture pieces, to just kind of lay everything out, if that makes sense. And then I go back for clutter later. I don't know why, but I have been doing that lately, and I did that for this house as well. But in this case, I just forgot to go back to the living room to clutter up the coffee table. So yeah, I did that off camera though, so it's definitely decorated. Don't worry about that. But here you can see that we have the tiniest little landing. It's very, very small. I just placed some additional plants and a couple of little paintings on the wall and then a little light in the corner. It's very self-explanatory. It's very small, but it's a nice, cute little landing in my opinion. And I also put a little rug that I sized up with the tool mod, which is just, once again, such a lifesaver. But then obviously the largest bedroom is going to be the master bedroom. It is very small, but I was able to fit everything in here and I really like how it turned out. It probably also has something to do with the lighting, like the sunlight, the way the sunlight is hitting the bed. As you can see, I just feel like it's so pretty and so just like serene and peaceful. But I used this bed from Seasons in the white swatch. It's just nice and minimalistic. I just really like that for the vibes of this house. So yeah, I placed a couple of nightstands from Dream Home Decorator and then some lights as well that I just sized down the tiniest bit, which was perfect. And then yeah, I also placed some two dressers or two wardrobes from Base Game. These very basic IKEA looking wardrobes. I love those so much. And I just placed two of them together to kind of create the illusion that she has a larger wardrobe. Yeah, just to store all her clothes and her shoes and her knickknacks and things like that. So yeah, this room is very small, but it does have everything that your sim would need. I placed a couple of paintings on the wall to just add a little bit of decoration, and I also placed that really fun patterned rug. Since the room is so like minimalistic color scheme wise, I just felt like that fun rug was just really fun, and it also really complemented the light blue color on the wall, I felt like. So yeah, I just really enjoyed using that rug in there. And then for the second bedroom, I turned this one into a nursery. As you can see, it's very basic. I really love the lilac walls though. I feel like that's such a pretty color. It's a very gender neutral nursery, as you can see. I also think that the mom, she is pregnant, but she's not sure of the gender. She doesn't want to know until the baby is born. I feel like that would be cute. So yeah, I placed a couple plants in there, and then just that little yellow chair from the Dream Home Decorator pack. I just love lilac and yellow together, so I made sure to place a little yellow chair in here to complement the colors. And then just an additional little shelving unit as well, with some stuff that I thought would make sense for a nursery. So yeah, some towels or sheets or whatever you think those things are. And yeah, just a couple of extra decorations, and I just placed some decorations on the walls. And I just really enjoy how this house came together. It's very, very simple, but I feel like that makes it very usable for a lot of different players, for a lot of different storylines, and you could easily have this be just a little family home. You could also have 2 adults living in this house, and then the nursery could easily be turned into like a toddler's bedroom or a kid's bedroom. That would definitely fit. I mean, a shared bedroom would probably be a little bit cramped, but you could try. Like with the bunk beds, it would definitely fit. You just won't have a lot of room for toys. But yeah, I feel like it would still work. So maybe you could even have up to 4 Sims living in this house. It would be a little bit cramped, but it would be cozy. And then yeah, for the backyard, we have this little back porch where I just created a little makeshift sectional with the outdoor furniture from, is that from Perfect Patio? I think it is from Perfect Patio. I use those couches all the time in all of my backyards, but it's just by far the best outdoor furniture set that we have in the game. And I feel like we need more. We need more outdoor furniture sets, like outdoor couches and sofas and love seats. Like, I feel like we really, really need that, because I just used this one over and over again, and that might just be me. Maybe you don't even like that one that much, but I just feel like it's the best one that we have in the game. So yeah, I wish we could have some more outdoor furniture sets. That would really be so helpful to me. But yeah, we have a little extended little terrace area, as you can see, and I placed a little dining table as well as a grill, so your Sims could have dinner outside. And then I also placed some planter boxes because, like I said, I was thinking the single mom living here, she is very much into gardening as well as taking care of her house plants. So I made sure to place a couple of planter boxes, and then I actually also ended up placing a little flower arranging table. So this Sim is just very much into everything that involves plants, is what I was thinking. So I actually also placed some additional planter pots as well. So you could even do some more gardening. And then, yeah, like you can see the little flower arranging table in the corner over there. And then I just placed some additional landscaping, and I played around with the terrain tool, or like the terrain paint is what I should say, to kind of blend everything together. And that is actually already it for this house. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in real time. The lighting is not ideal this time of day, but I feel like it's okay. You can still get a good look at the house. So over here we have the facade of the house, obviously with a little mailbox here on the side. And then back here, when you walk around the house, we have the backyard. The lighting is actually really cute on the back of the house this time of day, so that's a bonus. But yeah, we have this little back porch with the couch, and then a dining table and some nice lounge chairs and a lot of gardening things, as you can see. So the Sim is definitely obsessed with gardening, is what I was thinking. Then when we go inside, we have this tiny little entryway. So we have a dresser with some knickknacks and a mirror, and then over here a full-length mirror and a coat rack as well. And then when you walk through this archway, we have the living room. So as you can see, I just quickly decorated the coffee tables a little bit to make it feel a little bit more lived in. And then over here we have the TV above these cabinets and a nice sliding door that leads you onto the back porch. There is a little bookcase over here in the corner, so that's a very usable item as well. And then over here we have the very small little half bath that I feel like just makes sense in this spot. I don't know, I really like that it's there. Next to the staircase, as you can see, we have the little office area with a laptop, and then over here we have the kitchen. I really like the kitchen as well. I feel like it just makes so much sense in this area. So over here we have the fridge and the sink with a lot of stuff on top, and then over here we have the oven and the stove and the microwave and just some clutter items. And back here we have the sunroom area. So we have the dining table, just a 2-seater dining table, but that was definitely enough for this house and for this household. And then over here we have the little plant corner, if you will. You could easily delete these and like place an easel or something like that, or maybe even a chess table if you want to do that to make it a little bit more usable. And then when we go upstairs, we have this small little landing area that really speaks speaks for itself. We have the master bedroom that I really enjoy. I love the color scheme in here. I love this fun rug mostly. So we have the bed and the nightstands, and then over here a couple of wardrobes merged together. And this bedroom is the nursery. I love the color scheme in here. We have the lilac and the yellow combined, a little shelving unit, and then a wardrobe that I kind of turned into a changing table, as you can see. And then over here we have the upstairs bathroom. This is just really my standard bathroom layout, but it just makes sense. And I really wanted to include a tub for this build since I was thinking that this mom is pregnant and that she would have a toddler pretty soon. So I just felt like the bathtub would come in handy. But that's actually it for this build. So this simple brick home is up on the gallery and it comes in at just under 60,000 simoleons. So it's not a starter home, but it's also not too expensive, I feel like. So that's nice. And I built it on a 20 by 15 in Willow Creek. So if you want to place it in your game, then that's where it goes. But that is actually it for this build. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!